Hey everyone, so I recorded this entire video without my headphones plugged into my controller. So I'm going to voice over this one real quick. Welcome to my channel. I'm Millennium Sparrow, aka Melissa, and I have challenged myself to something that I'm not even sure is going to work. So the idea is we're going to let the dice decide what biome we are going to put which house. This will be my third full valley build. My goal is to always use as every character house in some fashion, whether it's dedicated to them or used in a design. As you can see in the background here, our first challenge was Tiana's house in the Frosted Heights, and I immediately thought that I was going to regret this challenge, but it turned out really well. I turned it into a train station. The second randomly selected challenge was Cheshire's Tree on Dazzle Beach, and I hadn't done a maze yet, and I had a couple ideas, but I figured let's try and use the green area of the beach and create Cheshire's, maze back here. So that's where this inspiration came in. So those were the first two videos, and so now we're on number 3. So while I'm giving you a virtual tour of number 2, let me just lay out the rules. So basically I wrote down every biome in the main valley, 1 through 8. So the first roll, which I usually have either someone pick a random number because I still can't find my dice. So 1 through 8, and whichever one it lands on, that's the biome that we're going to build in. Once that biome is filled, which I anticipate will take a little while anyway, we can take it off the list because there's no way to put 53 houses and character homes within one biome, so we had to, limit in that sense. So the next part is I have 5 re-rolls or saves, I guess, and I can only use it right after the pairing has been made or selection has been made. And so you can't just sit there and think about it, try it, and then say, I give up. You got to pick it right away and decide that's not going to work. Maybe based on what's already there or what we have left in the future. The third challenge got Frosted Heights, once again, and Eric's Castle. Now, I have the character houses and buildings just randomly written down on a list, and I'm telling you it's random because when I tore my valley apart this last time, I just dropped them anywhere, and then I went biome by biome and just wrote down everybody's house. It ends up being about 53 buildings altogether. I'm only counting the character houses 1 because I have about 8 or 10 house skins. So if we land on a player house, we can roll for a house skin, or they're open to be used in a design. That'll depend. I still might just do random, but we'll see. So yeah, we are putting Prince Eric's Castle in the Frosted Heights somehow. Now, I always did want him to look over a cliff down onto the beach, and I never could make it work very well. I tried it in the Forest of Valor. Ended up being on the beach down across from the Skull Rock area for a while. Called it like a Saltwind Keep situation. So what we're going to do is kind of make a spa resort feel up here in the Frosted Heights area. Now, since this is a voiceover, I'm not going to sit here and try and redo what I said while I was building this. But what I do want to do is invite any of you to join me on this crazy, randomly designed or randomly chosen design challenge. Either doing it yourself or following along with the ones that I have, and we can kind of see what everybody comes up with, because that's honestly my favorite part of this game is you can do anything. I just put a beach castle in the frozen area. And actually one of my favorite things, and I think where this whole concept came about with putting things where they don't belong, was I was sick of the Forgotten Lands being so dark. And so I built Arendelle in like a frozen kingdom right in the entrance. And that kind of set this all off as, hey, look at the buildings in a different way. The other part is I always want to see the taller towers. And sometimes where you place them matters because your view is only so wide when you're playing. And so your hills and your stairways are good transitional periods where you can like really see into the next biome or look down into something depending on how you build it up. So I am using Eric's castle up here on the side. I don't want to look at the entrance to it, but I love every other angle. And then from here, it's just going to start building up in like this snowy resort, making me wish I had bought that ski resort chairlift at one point. So if someone's got that, put it in here. I've got some companions that I'm currently leveling up, running around with me, because why not? We're going to be here a while. Now, like I said, this is a voiceover, so what I'm going to do is actually just let you guys watch if you want. Feel free to speed it up, slow it down, pause. This is a great time to see how big everything is. While I'm looking at these larger pieces of landscaping, I do want to add that I dropped my item limits back down. I play on an Xbox, and so I want to see how long we can stay within Switch decorating limits during this challenge, and kind of still have a really complete and like a design that flows together, I guess is the right way I'm trying to say, without feeling like it just stops. So yes, feel free to like, comment, and follow and see where this ends up, because I honestly have no idea. I mean, at this point I'm on the 5th one because I'm voiceover. Still so mad, can you tell? Okay, thanks guys. Okay, I honestly love how this comes out, so you should stick around for the ending.
Would you like to go on?
It's nice having so many friends here.